Hello everybody, it's me, the Real Local Maniac. I'm back again with another game review. Now, as you can see, today I'll be playing a Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Now, I love what it says there. An incredible 3D adventure in the Kingdom of Kong. Yeah, and basically that perfectly describes what this game's all about. Now, this game's made by Rare, and Rare did an amazing job in this game. Absolutely fantastic. And it was published by Nintendo. But I'll tell you what, guys, probably in the top 10 greatest Super Nintendo games ever. Okay, now there's Cranky Kong. I believe he is the original Kong. I could be mistaken. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But there he is, sort of listening to his music on his little gramophone there. And here comes the young upstart, which is Donkey Kong himself, dancing away, listening to music on his ghetto blaster. Now, what I do like about this game, it's got a great sense of humour. So, Cranky Kong chunks his TNT. Fantastic, beautiful title screen there on this game, and amazing music at the same time. Now, there's two things I want to quickly mention before I start actually reviewing the game. Now, originally when this game first came out, or screenshots of it came out, it was around the time when the Nintendo 64 was near release. It was called the Ultra 64 back then, and screenshots came out on maybe even I think a video footage of basically of what Donkey Kong Country looked like, and everyone thought it was running on Nintendo's new 64-bit, console. Everyone was like, "Wow, look at the graphics on that." Now, people are even more amazed when they actually found out that the actual game was running on a Super Nintendo. They couldn't believe it. I was one of those people as well. When I saw the screenshots, of this game, I was blown away. But I was blown away even more once I actually got to play this game and saw it running in action, because that was a completely different thing altogether. Rare used this technology, which I think was pre-rendered, where they basically, I think they pre-rendered the actual the characters there in 3D, and it's put them into this 2D game, basically. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the thing I like about this Donkey Kong Country, I love the sprite of Donkey Kong. Now, if you remember, years and years before that, Donkey Kong was always remembered looking like the way Nintendo had created him. But since then, Donkey Kong, you can't imagine him looking any other way, the way he looks like now, the way Rare created him, with a red tie and all. Absolutely fantastic. So, as you can see, there's two characters on the screen there. You've got Donkey Kong, and then you've got Diddy Kong, the little one. I believe Diddy Kong's his nephew, and it's a nice little team there. Now, like I said before, this game's a platformer. It's a left to right platformer. It's got loads of hidden things that you've got to collect. Like, to collect 100 of those bananas, you get an extra life. There's loads of other sort of things that you can collect, like the letters there that spell out Kong. You get an extra life for that as well. And there's loads of different creatures that you can ride and sort of like that you can use to get you through the level that little bit more quicker. That rhino can smash through walls, can kill like the bigger baddies, and they're all very, very helpful. Now, the way this is done there kind of reminds me of like Super Mario World there. Again, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics on this game are just simply amazing, absolutely fantastic. Now, the first time I played this game was probably at a friend's house. He actually got it. We were determined to sort of sit down and finish it. There was a number of different ways you could play it. You could play the game one player. You could play it two players, where you're playing on the same screen and basically you alternate between the characters like that. The other way was you took turns, I believe. One person does one level, the other person does another level. Could be mistaken. It's been a while actually since I've played this game with two players properly. But yeah, we played this game to death. We played it for hours and hours and hours. It literally took us a whole weekend of non-stop playing this game. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the boss battle towards the end of the video, actually, so not to ruin anything for some of you that don't know what I'm talking about. But graphically, like I said, this game is absolutely fantastic. It used the pre-rendered sort of style graphics that have previously been seen in Killer Instincts, the arcade. And, Killer Instinct did appear on the Super Nintendo as well, looking equally as good as it did on, like the arcade, basically. Now, the graphics are just so stunning. I love the variety of each of the levels. It really added, like really solidness to the look of this game. Now, you've got to understand, this was all way before, 32-bit consoles, before like the 2.5 3D sort of effect that they've got going. So to see this for the first time back in the day was completely mind-blowing. And I know I've used that word a number of times, but it really was mind-blowing. Now, what I like about this game as well is a variety of different levels. Every time you go to a different level, there's loads of different things. Here you get to meet Cranky. Later on, you get to meet the other Kong that flies you around. I forgot what his name is. And there's Cranky Kong telling you a little bit, some helpful tips. Absolutely fantastic. Now, some of the later levels, the game actually becomes ultra hard. I mean, this game is huge. I don't think it might be as huge as say, Super Mario World, but there's loads of room and secrets to explore. It's got replayability. Replayability, is that a word? If it isn't, well, I've just made it up. But yeah, you can keep on going back to this game, and basically every time you get back to it, you find all these new things that you hadn't discovered before. I mean, even to this day, playing this, I always discovered new things that I hadn't discovered before. And that's what amazes me. That's a sign of a great game, keeps you going back to it. Now, this game did get some sequels, Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Super Nintendo. I unfortunately didn't play those games because at the time I had progressed and I ended up having a Sega Saturn and a PlayStation, so I didn't really play my Super Nintendo much beyond that. But at the time, I didn't think graphics could get any better. And I think that probably, this is the best, looking Super Nintendo game out there. If you miss out, Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. But I can't really count them since I haven't really played them. But I will review them slightly later, actually. I love the music on this level. It really complements the sound as well. Basically, you had the echoey music, and you also had the, echoey sound effects. Let me just get past through here, and you'll see what I mean again. So the music sounds like it's in the distance, and then you've got all the little sound effects that's got like an echoey effect because you're in the caves. Absolutely amazing. Rare did a phenomenal job programming this thing. They really pushed the Super Nintendo to its limits, and that's what I've noticed about consoles and computers. They're always pushed to the limit in the last few years of their lifespan. That's when you see the best games actually come out on a console. That's so true. It's funny though, most consoles seem to last like about 6 years and stuff like that, and current consoles like the 360 have changed that slightly because that's been around for slightly longer. Now this is the first time I saw this, I was blown away, and the reason why I say that is just the graphics, the music is beautiful. I love the music in Donkey Kong Country, and this has to be one of my favourite tracks. It is just so mind-blowing. I think that's my new catchphrase, mind-blowing, and the amount of times I've actually said that. And here's like another little creature you can go on. Little swordfish, I can't remember what his name is. They've all got names and stuff like that. And this one, it helps you swim, go faster, controls a lot easier in the water. And my balloon's gone, but oh well. And you can also use his, sword thing to kill the baddies with. This game still amazes me how amazing it looks. Absolutely amazing. Now, listening to me, how many times have I said, amazing or phenomenal in this video? I bet you've said absolutely, loads of times. Because, I mean, if this is the effect that this game is having me on now, imagine what it had on me back in the original days, back in the good old days when I was playing this for the first time. Now this game also did appear on the N64. It was like a 3D sort of affair. It was sort of very similar to to Super Mario World 64. I didn't actually play the last Donkey Kong, on the N64. I know it also did appear on the Wii, these titles, and then it recently got like an updated version. I haven't actually played that version because I got rid of my Wii. I don't really call the Wii anymore. I used to call it the dust collector because it used to just sit there and collect dust. Now guys, I'm not going to actually get to the end of the level. I'm just doing a short video. If you haven't played this before, definitely find it, track it down and buy it. I'm the Real Local Maniac. You've been watching me play a Donkey Kong.